Anthony is batting. It's the Miami Marlins coming off a win that ended the four-game series. They were able to split 2-2 against the D-backs in Arizona.
Well, this team's been playing pretty well recently. 6-4 in their last 10 games.
And a double play. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And here's the first one. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. One away. And he'll have to hold at first. And the throw. Oh, they're scrambling. They're going to have to quit making so many throws if they're going to get this guy out. And he's in trouble. He's tagged out between first and second. Teams who've been piling up the home runs brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Marlins. Second, the Reds. In third, the Rockies. Fourth spot held with the Padres. And fifth best, it's the Dodgers.
A lot of power in this lineup, and that doesn't just mean they have a lot.
Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. Miami 2, Washington nothing. Going to be Marrero now. Steve, how about the pitching performance so far today?
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
And the 7th inning underway, 0-1 count.
But extraordinary effort out of the mound today. I mean, we're deep into this ball game. They've
swung on, hit, and makes its way through. The tying run will come to bat.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. He bounced out his last time, and Ryan Webb is the pitcher as the Marlins bring in their reliever. Fastball in there, 0-1. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. One away.
Let's take a look at the rankings right now and see how the Washington Nationals are doing. First in batting average, third most in hits, and they're ranked third in runs scored. An offense that's relentless, and they find different ways to score runs. Everybody's a threat.
And it's Wynn batting. Grounded out his last time up. Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, you rarely see a pitcher try to throw a changeup.
Ground ball, Bell ready. Over to second for 1. And Davis will get the double play. So they can't figure anything out. And through 7, they remain without a run. Washington still looking for that offense. And it's Alex Avila to lead us off. He doubled at his last appearance. Hit in the air to center field. One away.
Good read off of the bat. A quick jump has to come in on it a little bit. but has enough time to put it away. Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. First in home runs. And this high-power offense, #1 in runs scored. That's really the name of the game. Bring them around and score the runs.
Clifford's pitch is swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you, if he gets another pitch in that location, look out. We might have a souvenir.
Struck out swinging last time. Here's the pitch. Oh! That's a foul ball. Now a throw over to third. Gets back in time. The pitch. Oh! Good spot for the slurve, but it's 1-1.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Lined, foul towards third. Fastball got him looking, 2 down.
Well, it's probably a good idea the hitter didn't swing right there. It looked like he was thinking away. They bust him in. He'd have just broken his back. I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
Man on third, 2 outs. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Lays off the changeup. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. Taylor's there. And that's going to do it in this half inning. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Marlins still enjoying this lead. And if you were just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne. Along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips, we bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Tobin's batting. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ali Mohammadi is going to come on as a pinch hitter. Cook will be called on to pitch. They've decided it was time to make a change here. A strike to start the back half of the 8th here, 0-1. He swings and drives this one. That one's gloved. Now State Farm brings you the teams leading the way in extra base hits for the month. #1, the Rockies. The Marlins second. In third, the Nationals. Fourth, the Pirates. And it's the Brewers' 5th best.
Well, it's very difficult for one team over a few weeks to have so many extra base hits. But when you have 2 teams playing in the same game that have a slew of extra base hits like these 2 teams.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That's the second out of the inning. Davis into the batter's box. He singled in his last at bat. And here's the first one. There's a swing and a ground ball. Throws in time to first. What a play. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Marlins 3, Washington nothing. Herring in the box now. He's going to start the 9th inning. Andrew Bailey's going to be pitching. He'll try to close this one out for Miami. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
But going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. Line drive fouled off towards first. Cut fastball is by him, and it's even at 2.
At 2-2, he's just looking to spoil. He's going to be defensive, but he's going up there hacking. Let's see if he can get him to chase the pitch out of the zone.
Curveball got him one away.
81 miles per hour with some solid movement. Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
1 out. Here's Ryan Zimmerman standing in. A very nice 308 career batting average for him against the Marlins. And that's in there. Bailey ahead now, 0-1.
A cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter's hands. He had no chance to even get out and swing at it. Tough pitch.
Swing and a high drive to straightaway left field to the wall. Vaults himself way up in the air to pull that one in. Wow. It's going to be Marrero now, trying to get. Here, just 1 for 3 thus far. That one's wide as Bailey misses. One 0 on the way. Fastball swung on, couldn't connect. 1-1.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. And swung on a playable fly ball for the final out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award. Magnificent pitching from the youngster, Steven Strasburg.
And for our listeners' benefit, and for you also, Gary, I would have liked to avoid some sort of cliche, but it never stops being true. You can't have enough starting pitching in Major League Baseball. And he gave a command performance today in this one, showing just why having that starting pitching is so vital.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it.
It's Emos at the plate. Last night, Nationals losing. They had quite a bit of steam coming into that one. They'd won 4 in a row. Swung on and a grounded to first. Gets one at second. Ooh, I don't think that was the intended play. They blew that one. Oh, and a wild throw.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
And Mayberry batting. He's in his 8th year. First pitch was a strike. 0-1 now.
You know, typically he comes back with an 0-1 fastball. As a hitter, you've got to sit on that pitch and look to drive it. Now the ball just sailed away from him, couldn't control it. Now it lows. The base.
Hagedorn at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big time. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And he's there to retire the side. They give no runs on 1 hit, and they leave the sacks full. Washington still ahead. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Wynn batting. He flew out his last time up. And Tommy Hunter is the pitcher. As the Marlins bring in the reliever, lined foul towards third.
Strike
0-1 fastball and a called strike.
There's 2 quick strikes. Now he's ahead 0-2. Let's see if he goes out of the zone and see if he can get the hitter to chase.
Swing and a miss on the breaker. 1 down.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. 3 good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
All pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. Kalish will look for something to hit now as he stands in. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1.
Well, now that he's in the hole and behind, I suspect we're going to see a heater coming in there.
The pitch. 0-1 pitch, a fastball. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Here's the curve on K-King.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
He'll start the home half of the 7th. And he swings and hits this one foul. And he fouls off another one. Flew out last time. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it's going to be Wynn. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. And they've got the lead in this ball game. Lombardozzi. He homered back in the 5th. We'll try it again. Hit by a pitch as last time. Hit in the air. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Well, offensively right now, you've got to force the issue. You're running out of time. You've got 2 outs left in this game. Gary, I think that from the managerial perspective, he's got to think about putting runners in motion if he gets them on to try to make something happen.
Sanchez batting now.
Well, they've got themselves right where they want to be. Now it's up to the closer to come in and slam the door.
This one's grounded to second. Lombardozzi in time for the out.
You know what? You're 1 out away from victory in a very well-played close ball game right here. And listen, you'll take it. A 1-run win is just as good as a 10-run win.
Anthony in the box now. Ground out victim last time through. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1 and swung on a playable fly ball for the final out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, Gary, Washington made the plays that they needed to when they needed to, leading them to victory.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve. Anthony has a turn in the box. Washington won yesterday. This is the third of the 3-game series. A line drive toward short. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. It's going to be Rodriguez now. He'll get things going here in the third. Oh, that runs inside and gets him.
Well, this is something you don't see too often. Pitcher hitting pitcher. The question is, will there be retaliation?
Herring is the batter.
Well, Gary, as we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there, it's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. And now we'll see if he can regroup here, get control of that pitch again, see how willing he is to throw it again right away.
Well, what you don't want to do is let it get in your head when you start to worry about pitching inside or getting too close to anybody. So he's got to make sure his head's right.
Good cutter. Swung on and missed for the first out.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And it's Ryan Zimmerman now.
This game has not been coming to him recently, just 12 for his last 56. Struggling since the end of June has been the problem. Can't find a way out of this slump right now. And he's got to start looking for a certain pitch and looking to drive the ball. Maybe that'll get him going.
Deep to left field. 2 away. And they'll hold him at first base. Something to look forward to this Wednesday. It'll be Carlos Gonzalez and the Colorado Rockies as they take on the Marlins in Miami. Going to be starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be Marrero now. Lifetime only 143 off the Marlins.
There's really no explanation on why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
Oh, and there goes Rodriguez. 1-1. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up. And Ike Davis to lead it off.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Rodriguez brought his best stuff, and he's a pitcher with a mission.
Swing and lined up the middle. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. He's going to try to stretch it. Take a look at the teams who are leading the way in the home run department, courtesy of State Farm. The Marlins, number 1. The Reds, second. In third, the Rockies. 4th spot held by the Padres. And number 5, the Braves, rounded out.
A lot of power in this line.
He swings and nails a liner. The second, there's 1. And 2. They got both of them that time. Nice play, especially on the relay to first. 4-6-3.
It's textbook right there. Tailor-made double play. Hit it where they are and turn it. Not quite what he's been used to over this stretch. Picked up hits in just 3 of his last 23. Hitting-wise, real.
Swing and a rocket toward short. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on board. Taylor scores. Well, that pitch was upstairs, but he went up there and got it.
A nice piece of hitting. Got up on top of that ball and drove.
It's Emos at the plate. And here's a quick chance to look at how this guy has been mixing up his locations to this lineup.
A one look at inside edge, and you can see, compared to what he normally does, he's missed more than his fair share trying to go outside.
Well, it's good to keep the ball away from the hitters to keep it in the ballpark, so I understand it. But if it becomes too predictable, if it's almost always what he's doing, the hitters are going to pick that up, and they're going to make an adjustment.
Oh, and there they go. Swing and a liner to right center. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And so he comes home. That ties the ball game.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
And Mayberry's batting. And sometimes you get offense when you don't need it. This time they got it right when they needed it.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there. Coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game.
Well, we're going to take a look here, see if they try to steal the runner from first base. Have some speed over there.
He's running, heading for second. Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. It's going to be Marrero now. Take a look at this first pitch delivered and see how he's doing.
We talk about the importance of first pitch strikes. Well,
and he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And he grabs this one. Out at the plate. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
Let's take a look at the rankings right now and see how the Washington Nationals are doing. First in batting average, second in on-base percentage, and they're ranked third in hits. A lineup that seems to find the holes necessary to get runners on base and keep the pressure on the opposition.
Here it comes. And this is bounced foul to the left side. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. 2 away.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
And it's Wynn batting. He's already homered twice in this one. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
What a great pitch right there by the pitcher. The hitter gets out there. He's thinking it's a fastball, and all of a sudden he sees that movement on that slider, and he hesitates for just that brief second to swing late.
And the sides retired as they head into the dugout. So they pick up 2 hits in the inning, but leave the bases loaded. Nationals 4, Marlins 2. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball, I'm Gary. Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Grimmage gets a turn here. A swing line to left center. That's one away.
Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. First in ERA, first in home runs, and this high-power offense, #1 in runs scored. That's really the name of the game. Bring them around and score the runs.
It's going to be Taylor. Going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown on this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Well, guys, looking at his four-seam fastball, that pitch is...
Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Now Ramos sets the target. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
That's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite...
There he goes for second. This one foul back. Oh. Check swing, strike 3 called. Side retired. So they scratch out a run. Ryan Zimmerman. To lead it off. Base hit his last time. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Now the first pitch. And a swinging strike on Storen's pitch.
But when in doubt, when you're undecided, swing hard, and that's what he did. But he
takes off for second. Ground ball to short. 1. And that's 2. A double play. And taking a look out there in the bullpen, their closer's getting ready to go. Finish off time.
Well, it sends a message.
Runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Washington still ahead. And it's Wynn batting. He's driven home 4 so far.
Well, their team's winning. He's been a huge part of the offense, driving in a run with a base hit, and then the home run production as well. Some quality at bats, and some power.
Kalish will look for something to hit now as he stands in. Fisher will be the pinch hitter.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Nobody out here in the ninth. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get somebody on and bring the tying run to the plate. That's absolutely critical because that will put pressure on the pitcher.
And Storen's now got the count to 0-2. The first pitch swung on line to right center field, and it's in there, the tying run on board. Davis headed for third.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team, that he's starting to swing the bat really well.
It's going to be Taylor. 0 for 2 thus far. Swung on, hit. And there we go, the winning run on base. Davis around third, headed for the plate. And Davis is home.
Well, the comeback continued. Rally time. A big hit right there. Now they're just within 1 run. This one's not over just yet.
Here is a chance for Alex Avila. We're looking at a lot of determination right now. They are close. Line shot into center field. And that's going to be another hit for them. Now here comes a runner to the plate. And he scores, and we are tied. And at second base, he's tagged out. They pick up 2-3 hits. And now we'll see Walden coming to the plate. He's ready to start the 10th inning. And Tommy Hunter is the pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. The catch is made.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Hit up the middle, and it makes it through. The winning run is on. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. It comes with 1 out in the.
Oh, there he goes for second. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And it's going to be Wynn. And he gets over to take care of business. And it's Hunter batting. He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the outfield to play nothing over their heads.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. Kingray is going to come on as a pinch hitter. That's caught. Side is retired. No runs on a hit. And
Well, it's moments like this that make you just love the game of baseball.
top half of this extra inning with a batter who could be the go-ahead and maybe the winning run.
Now, this is going to be an all-out war right here.
He flew out his last time up. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And out number 1 as he steps on the base. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later.
Hit on the ground. Chick. Now it's 2 away. Grimmage up now. Singled and scored his last time around. Swing and a liner to right center. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready.
You have 2 outs in the inning. Your job is to get on base any way you can. Now they have the go-ahead run on base.
It's going to be Taylor. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. Now a swing. That ball is hit well. Deep. Going back. This one comes off the wall. And not stopping there. He's going for it. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Walk-off win for the whole team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
All right, let's do it. Here's our player of the game.
He didn't just shut the door on their bats. He slammed it and nailed it closed. A dominant effort out of the pen that gave them the boost they desperately needed to outlast their inspired opposition.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. John, Steve.